Okay, so recently in the news, one black female charged with the death of her unborn after she got into an altercation with another female um, over her baby daddy. Kind of find out they all work together. And this video that I have here is actually a whole other video. It's not even related to that incident. But the issue for the reason for this video is because so many people are expressing their upsetness. I created that word. They're expressing how upset they are that the woman was even charged. Like, oh, how dare Alabama? All because people are really still kind of sore about the abortion laws, that they're allowing their emotions to jade their feelings as to this female being charged. But laws protecting unborn with Alabama is nothing new. It's like that in many other states. It's just like because people are in their feelings about the whole abortion laws. And the way I see it, if you are fighting while pregnant, out here involving yourself in fist fighting over bullshit, dumb shit, you're not even fighting to survive. You're interjecting yourself in situations that really you could walk away and just not give a rat's ass about and deal with it at a later time. But you're out here fighting while pregnant. It seems to me that you're trying to have an abortion in a whole other way. And that's one that's indirectly because of your fault. When actually, it is your fault. Okay, so there's this thing that I like to reference to. It's called the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect, which is basically it deals with the relationship of cause and effect. Everything and anything happens for a reason. It happens for a cause. So regardless of what you do, they always say whatever one action can lead to an opposite and or equal reaction. Keyword, opposite and or equal reaction, and that's singular. When you think about it, it's either this way or that way, but it's singular. But in reality, it actually could be reactions. There are variables of how things can go based on the law of cause and effect. There's the, when you're dealing with the law of causality, it simply put, all actions are caused by anything. And we really have to take that into consideration, especially mothers, when you're pregnant. You've got to stop thinking about yourself. You got to stop thinking about the community peen that's out here. That shit ain't that serious. I mean, you make a choice when you lay down with a person, and especially as females, if your dude not wearing a condom, but you still allow him to enter you raw, you've made a choice to allow whatever procreation to occur, because ultimately it's your vagina. It's your womb. We could say, well, he should have wore a condom, but you didn't push for him to wear a condom. So ultimately, it goes to you. So anyhow, that's a whole other video. You're pregnant now. And then you find out, you and he who work together, you find out that he's been fucking around with another chick in the same company. And now you have a fight. She called herself protecting herself. She shoots a warning shot that bounces off the ground and ricochets into your stomach, and now your baby is dead. Alabama has charged you. And by right, they should have charged you, in my opinion. Not by right, but by moral compass. They should have charged you, because you shouldn't have been out there putting yourself in harm's way. And to say, well, oh, the girl didn't have to do that. Well, she had a license to carry, so she did follow human law. She did what she was supposed to do, and she felt like she was threatened. There you go. It's case closed. You, on the other hand, did not have to be out here fighting over a bum dude. So I'm going to put that story on the back burner, because I said what I said. She should be charged. However, the charges were dropped. Last I followed up on the story, charges were dropped. But just to go to show you, there's numerous of videos out here where pregnant women are out here fighting, sometimes fighting other pregnant women over community pain. But in this situation, this was something different. This has some bullshit to do with, I guess, her girlfriend or whoever this chick is got fired from Burger King, and they're fighting a person, I guess, who caused the termination. So, pregnant chick and the girl who worked there, I guess, went to confront this chick, and it didn't go well.
I'll be over there in a minute. Oh shit. Nitty gritty. Oh shit. Fuck your ass up.
By the way, you see who's recording? A black man? You know it's a black man. Don't come with the bullshit. And you hear in the background the other one yelling, fuck her up. Black men, you need to do better.
Reporting live from Burger King.
She's a whole pregnant.
Reporting live from Burger King. Oh shit! Oh shit! Get that license plate. She hit that bitch. Oh.
Okay, that was very uncomfortable for me to even watch, to be honest with you. And these comments are crazy. So following up on this, looks like the woman that was hit, the pregnant woman, so instead of her child being killed, it was both of them. Both of them died. This is sad. It's really sad because now you have a whole bunch of comments where people are blaming the girl for running her over, which, you know what, good, bad, and different. People choose how they want to resolve a situation, and she felt like, you're going to sit here and beat on me. I'm getting out the situation because I'm now I'm upset. You guys are jumping me. Now I'm upset. I don't give a fuck about you being pregnant. So, yeah. So it says one woman is dead and another is behind bars after running her over following an argument. So she died. Notavia died from her injuries. And the officer said that she was 23 years old. She died at 2:30 a.m. Jeez. Talk about numerology. Who was 4 months pregnant when she died. I don't understand how people think these things are going to go, and to sit here and say, well, she didn't have to run her over. People respond to situations that they're put in the way that they choose to respond. We cannot control how people respond to situations. We can only control ourselves. Pregnant women, say it with me. I can control myself. Because if I go out here starting shit with other people, I cannot control nor can I dictate how people are going to respond to me. I know we think men, women, and children, women and pregnant women are supposed to be held on a pedestal. And that's the problem. That's why a lot of y'all get away with beating and hitting on people, because people have had that mindset, but people are saying enough. People don't deserve to be your punching bag. At some point, people are going to fight back. Ladies, if you're putting your hands on people, especially men are going to fight back. No one is your punching bag. Keep your hands to yourself. And when you're pregnant, keep your fucking hands to yourself. Not just for the sake of you, but for that unborn. But yes, mostly because of you. Because now in this situation, if the mother is dead, the child is dead. You chicks get on my fucking nerve. Oh my gosh. Y'all get on my nerve in a worse way. And I'm not saying that I don't understand, because I've had children myself, and I understand that when you're pregnant, the hormones are flooding your system. And sometimes it seems that things are just setting you off, and you could pop off, and at any given time, anybody can get it. That's exactly what's happening. Anybody can get it. But a part of you, especially if you're conscious or woke and consciously aware as to what's happening around you, you move differently to make sure that that child comes through fruition. And a lot of y'all don't even think about it. Y'all just, because I'm mad and I'm entitled to be mad. What the fuck you mad about? You allow somebody to fucking get you pregnant who you probably had an inkling that he was fucking with somebody else. Because you're allowing people to impregnate you who are not giving you a commitment. And now you're really not upset at the other girl. Or the woman rather, you're upset at yourself because you should have thought better, you should have chose better, you should have did better. Trust me, we've all made this, mostly all of us. I'm not going to say all, but there are many of us that have made those mistakes. So don't beat yourself up about it. If you're going to decide to have the baby, but have the baby in the best possible space. Stop fighting over bum dudes. Just stop. Protect yourself. That's really all it boils down to. It's like, protect yourself. Don't be out here in arguments and fights when you're pregnant. It's like you fighting over Burger King bullshit. Jobs come and go. But now you got a family that got to bury not one but two people. How many more videos or news stories do we have to see of an unborn child being murdered, being killed, when the mother could have been in a different situation? And I'll go to my grave and argue that anytime a pregnant woman is in a fight or something happens with the child, yeah, your fucking ass deserves to be locked up if you survive. You deserve to be locked up. And that's just really what it boils down to. And people online saying what they coulda, woulda, shoulda did, get it. But when you're actually in that situation, a lot of times we really don't do what we think we would do to avoid the situation, because ego is a very powerful thing. It's especially powerful to make a person, in other words, it makes you do the opposite of what you think you morally should do. I got to prove a point, so I'm just going to fight this chick. I don't care if I'm pregnant or not. Because you're looked at a certain way because you walked away, because you decided to walk away. You're looked at a certain way. We got to do better, y'all. So while you guys are out here pissed off and upset that Alabama charged this woman because her unborn child was murdered as really a result of causality. Again, the relationship between cause and effect. She's out here fighting and fussing with another chick. The chick is like, listen, I have a right. I'm existing. I can protect myself the best way that I can, the way the law allows me to protect myself. So I'm going to shoot a warning shot. Warning shot hits the ground. Unfortunately, here's that causality. Here's the effects of what's happening. That bullet ricochets. Who knew that was going to happen? We don't know. We don't know. Those are the variables that I discussed earlier. For every action, There are variables of how situations can actually pop off as a result of what you've done. Not so much opposite end or equal reaction. That's very vague. But there are variables. Who knew? You shoot a fucking gun in the ground and it fucking ricochets. Who knew? It could ricochet up. It could have hit her head. It could have hit the woman in the head. But it hit her in the stomach. It could have hit a light post. But it hit her stomach. Fucking crazy how that works. But that's just the universe, you know? In this situation here, you're out here with a girl, you beating up on a woman. Who knew she was going to run you guys over? She could have drove around you. She could have drove the other way, but she drove straight through. Who fucking knew? Again, variables as a result of cause and effect, causality. Do better.